Hi everyone, my name is Perrine. I will present TAPS. TAPS it's an association we create with Anne, Theo, and myself. We create it for a better environment. So for an association, we create also a little logo. This logo represents three flowers: tulip, amaryllis, and phlox. Uh, it represents her name. So the name of the association is TAP. It's TAP use the first letter of our name and the name of the flowers. At the back we can see a hand. The hand it's what we can do ourselves. It's our hand. So we are a group of students, so we could do what we think for the moment in our house because we don't have it. We live in our parents or in the apartment for the moment. So we search what you can do at the university. So for the first time, we don't have any idea. we we was blank, and Margot made a meeting up with us, and we thought about recycling water, common garden, solar system, or using rest of cigarette for something useful. The rest of cigarette we thought about this because at the university there are some place where they keep a cigarette when they finished. Uh, so it was difficult to choose our idea because the common garden it's already we already have in the university, and the solar system was a little bit too expensive for us. And using the rest of cigarettes, we didn't know what we can do with it. So we was going on water, so recycling water, and we deciding about reuse rainwater. Why we would like to reuse it? Because it rains most of the time in Brittany. It's what all the French people will say if you ask us everywhere. I always live in Brittany, so I don't think so. For me, it's normal. So I will say, okay, it's rains most of the time in Brittany, and we would like to use what nature gave us. Uh, I think it's better if we use it more than if we create something new to the environment. The environment can live by himself, so for us I think it's better to just use what he gave us. So for that we would like to use less pollutant material, so didn't use something new but something it's already used, or reuse what the university already have, because if they have something it will be better to reuse it more than to pay another thing, or use what we we put on the band ourselves or our parents or anything like that. So our extent of research was to ask the president what he already have. So he say us he has a big container on the university who was most of the time a little bit empty. Um, and we ask student and teacher because it's them who live in the university, not us, not only us. We are a little bit community in the university, so the Google form was asking them if uh, they are agreed to use the rainwater to drink or to use on the toilet or anything like that, if they use the toilet most of the time. And we have some of students who answer the question. We are a little bit not upset, but a little bit frustrated. There are just a few students or teachers who ask it. and we ask some of our teacher like John, our English teacher, or our friends directly, and we did a little bit in little video about it because um, I think it's better to ask people in real more than in the informatics. So we are more than I don't know a thousand in university, I think. So we can ask everyone. So the Google form is useful, but it will be better to ask some of students or different persons who will live in the university to see what they think about it. So for most of the time, they are agree to for what we create for our idea because they think the environment is important and because they think it's not bad to reuse it. So we research how to salvage water. So for this, it need to rain. So when the rain goes on the university roofs, uh, we the water will go on will run through the gutter. For that, we need to angle the roof. We don't need a lot because if there are somewhere they have a little bit, the water can live. Most of the time, the water will go there, so it will be okay. And when the water runs through the gutter, we need to keep on the basin for later. A basin or the container the university already have to reuse it later, and we can use it for for dishes, toilet, taps, or garden or anything like this. So we use most of the time the toilet, but I think to use it on the garden it will be okay. It will be great if the garden can, if what we create, if what we, sorry, if what we we do on the garden will be transferred to all the students. So after this ID, uh, we we didn't do anything in real life because it was a little bit difficult. It's not our house. We can do and what we want, and we need most of the time. And it's a little bit difficult. So our future hope is to find other activity like a cycle of reuse water, uh, use the water of dishes, taps, or anything like this for the toilet, but it will be a bit difficult, like what our first idea. So we can do something more accessible, like clean the street, do an activity, a voluntary activity for the with the university and with most of students go in the street or friend to clean the streets because people are very not disgusting but not very clean, so they put the waste on the street and we can clean it. I think it will be a good idea. um, we would like to do this project with the VEC because we can speak English. Personally, I love to speak English since I went in another an English country, but we would like to speak English, and because the environment is very important to us, um, we we would like to thank you too. thank you to listen our presentation, and thank you also Margot, our team chair, who make us move and keep the smile and motivation for of our project, because we was a little bit it was a little bit for us to do it, because we had a lot of homework to do, but she keep motivation and smile. So we would like to say a lot of thanks to Margot. So thanks to listen our projects. That's it. Bye.